Hi everybody, welcome back. So, I watched the video I made yesterday, and at around 24 minutes, I said, I'm going to pull some galactic cards. And then there was this little shift where I was taken in another direction. But I want to pull some galactic cards because after I made that video, I started getting downloads, and I want to share those with you. I've pulled a few cards and we'll see where this goes. So I'm just going to read, I haven't printed them off, but I'm just going to read from my notes if I may. Okay, so after making yesterday's video, this is where the 4 stories came out. I started seeing images of a latticed network of energy grids being placed around the Earth. I got the message that as we talk of new blueprints, we must remember that the personal is merging into the collective, unification, the all into the one, into the all, and so the new blueprints apply universally. And I was also reminded of my mother was raised by a nanny, and her nanny was called Manshi. So my heritage is Malaysian. And when Mum fell over, Manshi would go out into the dewy morning to lift cobwebs off shrubs and apply them to Mum's wounded knees. It's old magic, but a blueprint of healing all the same. And yeah, okay. So meantime, over the weekend, 2 of my friends sent me the same video, which I hadn't had time to watch. And so I started to watch it this morning. I didn't finish watching it because I only needed the first 10 minutes. And it is the latest Schumann resonance video. I'll link it in the description box. And when I watched it this morning, I could barely believe what I was seeing. This is the lattice I was shown yesterday. And like the spider's web, it is dissolving and uplifting the old grids. So there's like this, and I wonder if that's what I was seeing when I was talking about the occlusion, is the bringing in and the dissolving of. It's like the coming together, but it's vast. It's blocking my throat chakra. There's so much. It will come through. It will come through in good time. Okay, so that was yesterday's stuff, which links into this morning. So yeah, the video talks about one monitoring station in Russia. So I just want to make it clear that I understand that. I don't care about that. It's the image of what I saw that just kind of brings more meaning. And also I'd like to share with you a download I got when I was responding to one of the comments on yesterday's video from my fellow collaborator, Crystal LeBlanc. Okay, so I'm going to read you out both comments. So Crystal, trying to figure out thoughts for my feelings and then words for my thoughts. There's a deep separation taking place, like dirt sifting through sieves of various porosity. I realize what I'm feeling is extreme temporality, like everything around me could change completely overnight, and I might not even notice until I try to interact with something or someone that's not there anymore. A symbol that keeps coming up is the Celtic cross, the ringed cross, medicine wheel, and now I see Heather Ensworth using this symbol in her latest video on the solstice. Solstice, it's tomorrow. Happy solstice. That's my solstice video. So I respond with, yeah, temporal, feels like hypertension. Temporal lobe is about memories and emotions. For me, it feels like Then I start searching for a true word and I get the word blockchain. So I Google blockchain and this comes up. A blockchain is a distributed ledger with growing lists of records that are securely linked together via cryptographic hashes. Each block contains a cryptographic hash of the previous block of a time stamp. And transaction data, it's radical what I'm seeing. God, I hope my sound is on. It's like an upload and audit of the experience, which could feel like a memory wipe, also an unlocking of gates into the next level of the game. And I've got to mention this too, as I'm typing this, I glance to the right and see on my feed the Master Key System 1916 written by Charles F. Haanel. And then I get the words access and unification. It's profound. Okay, so I'm going to link that audiobook as well in the description box. Okay, that makes sense? No. So there's something big and large and radical and fundamentally different happening. And I don't think I've used these on camera yet, but it's got to happen. So Galactic Heritage cards. So the first question I ask is, give me an understanding of what's happening. Okay. I'm getting the deep polarity of not belonging. Yeah, it's like where we misunderstand polarity and change it to duality. Duality will leave us belonging or not belonging, right or wrong, good or bad. Which can leave us feeling like that. And when we look at abandonment, there's an abandonment wound in the personal. When we take that right up the fractal, is there also a galactic abandonment wound? I know I stumbled on this one. I could talk for hours on galactic abandonment. I'm not going to. So the polarity and the abandonment and the delusion of control. And in the delusion of control, we assume that we have no volition to make our own decisions, that we have no volition to take our own action and drive our life on our own path. Oh, yeah. Something about weeds, to decide whether or not we clear the weeds from our own path or whether we don't, and to take ownership of that rather than be bullied or feel bullied by a system that's kind of in the do this, do that, the evangelical system that wants everything to be sparkly and clean, and it's just, it's got to exist in reality, you know, and we're messy as humans. The delusion of control. Yeah, I'm just going to say it. For the 1% of the 1% to even exist, compliance had to have happened in the masses. So the parallel cards, there are several decks within this deck, and the parallel cards talk about a parallel dimension that doesn't exist in the physical. And so we are talking about the dream space. Yeah. Has anybody noticed the quality of their dreams is changing, has become real? Has anyone noticed a growing inability to separate dream from waking? Did I dream that? Was I really there? Because we're talking about parallel dimensions here. And what do you belong to? Where do you belong? You don't have to belong there to visit there. Are they merging? Are those spaces merging? Okay, so they're the kind of answer to what is happening. And I'm not satisfied with those. And so I ask for context, but what is happening to those concepts? And I get here. So it is, this is, I can neither describe what I'm feeling nor what I'm seeing and sensing. It's collapse and expansion all at the same time. It's defying the laws of physics, which is defying my subconscious programming. Is it the collapse and the integration of dreamtime and awakening, so the two become one? Yeah, I can feel that. In the now. Jesus. Wow, this is some controlled psychosis going on here. What if? God. Okay. Okay, thank you. Right. I'm just sitting in this oceanic wave of a superhighway. So that I can now retrain my neuroconnectors to be still. Nothing to figure out, just to allow. Just to allow. Oh, that's interesting. Because hiding under my beautiful plant is the underlying card. I feel very sleepy with these cards. It's like the tiredness of relief. You know, when the body knows it can let go. It's the tiredness of relief, like some long labor has come to an end. As we now birth into renewed hope. And here come the Pleiades. Yeah, moving towards Equal value philosophy. That's transcendent of the whole right wrong. I seem to remember we had ninth house and religion coming in yesterday as part of philosophy. Religion is created in a hierarchical way so that you are literally a saint or a sinner. But an equal value, can I even conceive of that? Can we conceive of that? Equal value philosophy where everything is welcome and valuable, where nothing is abandoned or polarized, it just starts coming into harmony. Okay. Are there any other voices that want to speak to this? Oh. There might be an underlying story. Let me just have a look at this. Oh, lol. Oh my gosh. Yeah. Right. Okay, here we have the underlying story. Oh, I tell you, if I've ever looked for an alternative meaning of toxic positivity, this is it. It takes a positive and a negative charge to start a car. We cannot operate our chariot unless we can master positive and negative charge. Okay. Yes. Atlantis, alchemy, the light of awareness. Yeah. All right. I'm not going to talk into that. It's going to come out in future readings, but it's huge. What is happening is huge. The paradox. Yeah, I want to talk into the paradox because I feel squished and expanded all at the same time. Like part of me is in that squished place, and part of me is beyond, just beyond its paradox, its crazy making. Yeah. Okay. Any other messages, please? Here we go, the repeating message. It's time to step up. This is the soul call. This is the soul phone call. Okay, it's happening now. Underlying. Okay. Earth school, Earth game, and it does feel like we're going to another level. Not everybody's going to feel it. Soul growth, higher learning. Venus again. Surrendering to the sweetness. So this is really inviting us to cultivate love in the fluidity of life, into the field, into the coalescence, to just breathe love into that. Even in those testing moments where you don't have a clue what's happening, you know something big is happening. That's it, that there. Something big is happening. The mind, what? Well, what? Well, I need to make a spreadsheet. What do I need to do? Well, something big is happening. I'll know more tomorrow. Perspective. Right. Okay. Was it in the underlying? Where did I just find that galactic card? I want to find it again because that's speaking straight to it. Yeah. This is way bigger. It's way bigger than Earth. Way bigger. None of this matters. Zoom out. Find the common ground. Okay. None of this matters, as in none of this exists in matter. Okay. Zoom out and find the common ground. I am but a speck of dust in an indifferent universe. But I get in there. There's this energy of, I want to strip you back to playtime. It's that energy. Just like, it isn't, how can I put this into words? Stop being so serious. Is it like that? It's not a conundrum. It's a highly organized system. Yeah. Hence the being childlike. Hence the being childlike. So yeah, paradox. It feels like that. Wow, my head is hot. Yeah, so check that the temp. So I associate these with timelines because they're linked to time and memory and emotion. And they just actually feel like they're like that on me. That they're bigger than they actually are in matter. Yeah. So I feel like I've got this headache all the way around here, just this pressure all the way around here. My eyes are spontaneously watering. It's bonkers. It's bonkers, and it is what it is. I'm not going to try and get clever with this. Okay, any other messages? How does it? Okay. Oh, I can't even. Look. I can't even. Oh, if I had a glass that big. They should make jacuzzis like that, don't you think? Have fun, celebrate, don't be so serious. Right, thank you. That's amazing. Yeah. Gorgeous. Oh, right. That's why Venus is in, isn't it? Oh, look at these concentric circles. We were speaking about these yesterday. Getting to the middle, coming into full alignment with the whole system. It's design. There's this dissolving. It's like allowing the system to dissolve us so that we become the system. Lemuria. This is why Venus keeps coming in. I think it's. Yeah. Okay. Creating heaven on earth. It's happening. It is happening. Just notice that. Is anything happening around here in the collarbones and in the jaw? Around there. Is anything happening with you? Okay. We had Tower and Uranus. We had Tower and Uranus yesterday. So this is just bringing in more Tower energy. What are we clinging on to? I'm probably clinging on to a need to know. I'm clinging on to a need to understand. Virgo ascendant, can't help myself. Yeah. It's much greater than the sum of its parts, hence my inability to articulate. So much energy, so much energy. I'm getting something about the dropping of archetypes of these well-known figures. So we use them to gather energies together. But 1221. There's some big questions in there. I don't think I want to go there because it'll open up a really big philosophical debate, one woman debate. I don't want to go there. And there's that word again. What happens if I put those two together? A new way of being, integration. So it does feel like a collapse of the perceived division or the actual division of the material with the immaterial. It's like if I was trying to explain omnipresence. That. What's the underlying? Yeah. Yes. That's thank you. It's the unbinding. Oh my God, it's the unbinding. I've been talking about this for months, that 24/6 really showing up as the unbinding of man from the cross of time and space. So time and space limits this reality. And this is like the unbonding, the unbinding, the unbound. It's freedom at a level I cannot yet conceive of. I can feel it. I can't describe it. Unbound. Wow. Okay. Yeah. Hathor, the age of light. and then we'll come into initiations. Okay. Okay. Is there anything else I need to do here? Yeah. Okay, let's just kind of try and build a medicine wheel. Because we've been with the big question for a while now of commitment, of that Two of Cups energy, and what we seek outside of ourselves, that level of commitment is actually what we're seeking within. So if we've got commitment on the table, and that's being applied to sacred practice, spiritual practice, being with self practice, then let's see if there's anything that we need to support us in this mahusive expansion. That is how I feel. That. Okay, let's build a medicine wheel, please. Yeah. Okay, that card is making both my temporal timelines pulse. I don't like it. And again, look at those concentric circles. This is a cycle. Let's just keep going, building the medicine wheel. We don't know what the outcome is. Bear with me. These cards feel totally confusing. Okay, I see the theme. There is a theme. Okay, the theme is elemental. The theme is elemental. So, moon energy. I know what's happening here. I'm blocking the archetypical description of moon energy as insert words here. My throat is closing. So I'm being nudged into, what do I see? What do I see? Okay, I see the expansion and the waning, the expansion and the waning. So it looks like a tide coming in and going out. And do we be with that energy? Do we match the ebb and flow, or do we run against it? Because in here is a lesson of trust. Because it might be that Friday's really busy, but I feel ebbing. How do you deal with that? I'm not giving you answers. So, and I've put that right in the middle of the reading. This is about the ebb and flow. So notice the ebb and flow. This is energy. Okay, at the top of the reading, we have Wild Woman. Got it. So there's heart opening going on here. And it's kind of allowing everything to move through the heart, allowing everything. I mean, even sometimes where the heart wants to close, is to allow that. I get the words of terrifying adventure. And the word paradox again coming in. Okay. And again, she seems to be working with the elements, with nature, allowing everything to flow through the heart, harmonizing, harmonizing, harmonizing. Coming into harmony with nature. Coming into harmony with nature. Thank you. 40 and building it. I'm building it, but it might be that. I'm just noticing I'm going very woozy. Very woozy. Bit out. It's okay. Let's harmonize. Open the heart. Okay, so, and we have the sun. So we have the sun and the moon. And if we're talking about the spiritual sun, which sits behind our sun at the galactic center, then we're definitely talking about the rebirth. Well, the rebirth of the divine solar child, but it's so much bigger. It's just so much bigger. So, then we have thunder, which was here again today. It was here yesterday. We have thunder and rain. We have earth. And we have the upper world. So if we're guided to come into harmony with nature, then we must also remember that we are nature. How do I explain that though? Oh, God. So if I'm talking about the field, okay, the field of active intelligence or coalescent source code, God, whatever, it has the coding to become anything. Okay, so I've told you about the human cells experiment, 3 Petri dishes, 3 sets of cells, lids on. And what influences the cells in dish 1 to grow into muscle tissue, dish 2 to grow into cartilage, and dish 3 to grow into whatever, muscle, ligament. That's active intelligence. It's active intelligence running through the cell, influencing how it creates in life. Okay. So you have the potentiality to be anything. So part of myself as a cellular organism is plant. Part of me is animal. Part of me is geology, dust. Okay. Get the blinkers off. Get the blinkers off. Okay. Right, I want to speak to this. Is it that simple? Is it that simple? Yeah. Okay, I asked you guys yesterday, what have we put our faith into? So we had 9th house, philosophy, religion, science, belief systems. We started talking about faith. And I think this is speaking into the paradox of how weird it's all going to get. And we can shut down and stay safe. Or we can expand, feel a bit terrified, the terrifying adventure, and try and make new words and try and express in different ways. But the curse just might want to gag. Okay, so we're talking about old programming, just might want to gag. Yeah, watch out for the gag order. That's it. Watch out for the gag order. Thank you. Beautiful. And again, we've got the 24/6 coming in. Space and time, it's that. It's the construct and beyond. I think my learning is that my tiny little mind cannot stretch to how vast these changes are. I'm getting there, but it's a deeper breath. It's a bigger breath. I hope that just 2 minutes of that made sense. So the medicine wheel is to work elementally. So we're stripping away programming, belief systems, faith, shoulda, woulda, coulda, being nice and polite and all of that adaptive bowlarks, going back to nature. So to harmonize in a new relationship with the nature self, with what am I feeling? So getting it, what am I feeling? Because if I'm needing to rest, am I honoring that? If I'm full of energy, because we have masculine coming in as well here, they go quite nicely together. So big bear energy, ready to go hunting. Do I honor that? Or do I sit and watch Netflix? Talking about myself there. Okay, because one of my challenges at the moment is I'm taking action driven purely by intuition. And this is should. Okay, so we're giving that love and we're letting that exist, and I'm keeping going. This is a new level of intuitive creation for me. Yeah, yeah. Slow. Okay, I'm being shown the steps card. What was it? The Hierophant yesterday. Steps. So there's no rushing. You might feel the impulse to rush. And that might come in because the energy that's coming in is going to nudge. And if we're not in tune with our organic being, we're going to rush because we'll defer to left logic, Capricornian mind, the doing, the building, the doing and the building, and I'll rest when I'm dead. We've done that. If we're coming into Lemurian energies here, we're definitely coming into the feminine sensory perception. So it's living in harmony. Sun, moon, upper world. So bringing in the new light codings and being very sensitive with our own medicine wheel, with us as medicine wheel. And that takes me straight back to Christelle. She's mentioning medicine wheel. Moon, sun, wild woman, thunder, hunter, upper world. The only thing we don't have here, and we have earth, Pachamama, we don't have water. Okay, so yeah, beware the gagging order. I'll leave it there. I wonder, shall I see if these cards still work? Let's have a final message, please. What am I going to call this? Yeah. Completely. Yeah. That's it. There's nothing I can add to that. That's beautiful. Thank you very much. Thank you guys for being here. Thank you for your comments. Thank you to all that guides me. And yeah, I wish you well. Nothing but love. That's it. Take care. Please like, share, subscribe. Do the clicky thing. I love you loads, and I'll see you all again soon.